11 o'clock on this late Friday night, April 13th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Friday night, April 13th, 2018. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It's 11 o'clock on this late Friday night, and we got a temperature of 48 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories of the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news is President Trump orders a strikes on Syria over a suspected chemical weapons attack. Trump and Cohen had asked judge to postpone Stormy Daniels' case. Trump grants pardon to former Bush official Scooter Libby. Some say he's using the law as a political tool. Facebook shouldn't block you from finding friends on competitors. DOJ releases a report used to justify firing of ex-FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe. California searchers find women's body and items belong to missing family. Trump weighs return to the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Not so fast, says members. Peru opens America's summit to cry corruption. That's as a positive demonstrated at Gaza border for a third week, hundreds injured. Why did India wake up so late to a child rape and murder? Ohio teen makes 5911 calls as he is crushed to death after becoming trapped in the minivan in a school's parking lot. He said he bought 2 Mega Millions tickets in his life. The second one with $533 million. Rosenstein consulted with FX advisors at DOJ on Russian probe. GE stock falls after release of revenue recognition information. Tesla ships flawed. Parts from suppliers or local machine shop for fixes and they're piled up outside. Toy mogul Aztec Larry did to GoFundMe campaign that bids $89 million for Toys R Us stores. Okay, look at that. The local news. Taunton Mayor Tom Moy wants $700,000 to fill potholes and repave roads. As a colder wet winter 2018 has left its mark on the streets and roads in the city of Taunton. Potholes, some shallow, some deep, and nearly all of them jagged, parked out the cityscape as responsive to noise, sometimes tire-shutting conditions. Hori this week requested the City Council approve the request to transfer more than $11 million in so-called free cash into 3 separate accounts as municipal free cash is used revenue left over from the previous fiscal year. Fundraiser to benefit Taunton farmer free with rare degenerative disorder. In Brockton afternoon, trash barrels and recycling containers were wheeled out to tens and thousands of homes in Brockton. Many people have complained about the small size of the 35-gallon trash receptacles. Brockton Mayor Bill Carpenter said the complaints have been in the minority. Neil deGrasse Tyson wants also to be reserved for science. NASA's new spacecraft will scout a galaxy for the discovered planets. Atlas V rocket ready for high-altitude multi-satellite flight Saturday. NASA may fly humans on the less powerful version of its deep space rocket. E. coli outbreak linked to the chocolate sickens dozens across 11 states. Easier, waiter stone pot use highest among restaurant workers, study finds. Too much cinnamon in the part of your brain that's important for memory, study suggests. Moderate drinking guidelines are too loose, study said. Peter Channel News Time is 11 o'clock on this late Friday night, and it is time now for a Peter Chill traffic and treasure check on this Friday night. Beep beep! Let's study off on the MBTA where it is looking good on the subway system. Commuter rail, it's looking good, and the ferries, they are looking good. Alright, looking at now with the Bellways in New England, 130 on the both ends back to the Jamestown area, 295 on the northbound side, slow between Route 1 and 95 in the Attleboro area, 140 on the northbound side. Little slow around Route 185 in New Bedford, 485 on the southbound side, little slow around 28 in Middleburg, Sagamore Bridge on the westbound side, a little slow. Boston vicinity highways, Mass Pike eastbound side, little slow after the Allsburg tolls headed towards Back Bay section of Boston. Central to western Massachusetts highways are looking good. In Connecticut, 91 on the southbound side, little slow Waterford, Connecticut. But otherwise, Connecticut, it's looking good. Route 7 on the northbound side, also between 95 and 15 up in the east. Norwalk area, Falmouth westbound side, also have 295 in Portland, and Maine Turnback on the northbound side. Also at 202 up in Gray, Maine, and Interstate 87 is southbound side. Little Star Canadian upstate New York and over 59, the northbound side. So some Quebec and towards Montreal, Interstate 91, southbound side. Little Star Canadian upstate Vermont. Peter Chill News Time is 11:02 on this late Friday night, and it is time now for a weather report. And some clouds covered a bunch of south-central Connecticut coastline, down from Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts and Cape Town. While to the north of us, rain showers stretching the line from western portions of Nova Scotia, stretching much of Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, and upstate New York, down the northeastern portion of Ontario, down to southern portions of Quebec. Snow in the southwestern Quebec, down to northern Ontario, stretching to northern Michigan, down the northern portions of Wisconsin, while seeing some rain showers from Michigan and down to southern Wisconsin, down the southern portion of Minnesota, down to central portions of Iowa, and another batch of showers and storms stretching line from Illinois all the way down to central Texas, east to Dallas, down to San Antonio Wall. Another batch of showers and storms from southeastern Arkansas, down to western Mississippi, down from northern Louisiana, and the snow stretching line from Michigan all the way down to Wisconsin, down to Minnesota, and all the way down from the Dakotas, and down from Nebraska, northeastern Colorado, and down to northwestern portion of Kansas. Temperature spread around the region, it is in the 40s to upper 50s and around the southern New England walls, in the 40s to 50s in the northern New England with a 30-degree wind and Mount Washington temperature. It's some 35 to 40-degree range up in northern Maine. Right now, North Massachusetts at 11 o'clock on this late Friday night. 48 degrees on temperature, humidity 5%, 2.44 degrees, and barometer 29 inches, and steady wind southwest, and it's calm. Okay, forecast goes like this tonight. Partly clouds got a low up. 48 degrees, west about 3 to 6 miles an hour. For Saturday, there's a drizzle between 1 and 4 p.m. There's a drizzle with a slight chance of showers after 4 p.m. Punch out between 1 and 2 p.m. Otherwise, increased skies with a low rat. 50 degrees, northwest about 6 to 10 miles an hour. Saturday night, 8. Rain not coming before 2 a.m. The rain is likely. Clouds skies about 32 degrees, and northwest about 10 miles an hour. 26 miles an hour. Anticipation 7%. Little no precipitation expected. For Sunday, you're going to need the rain for the winter coat for one day, because rain showers sleep likely to become all the way by 3 p.m. Cloud skies. It is going to be unseasonably cold for April. High about 37 to about 34 degrees. Northwest wind about 9 to 11 miles. 28 miles an hour. Anticipation is 7%. Little no precipitation expected. And for Monday, showers and thunderstorms are possible at 2 p.m. Thunderstorms produce heavy rainfall. High 54 to about 41 degrees. Anticipation is 75%, and then after that, Tuesday will be clear sail from here, as Tuesday will be mostly cloudy about 51, about 35 degrees. For Wednesday, mostly sunny, podcast about 55, about 39 degrees. For Thursday, partly sunny, the podcast about 60, about 37 degrees. And for Friday, mostly sunny skies about 54 degrees. Peter Chill News Time, 11:05 on this late Friday night. Time now for a spot support. The Boston Red Sox taking 2 out of 3 from the Yankees. Welcome the Baltimore Orioles in the first of a 4-game series at Fenway Park. And after the Orioles get on the board first, and Adam Jones sacrifice fly to left fielder Aaron Benedetti and make a 1-0 Orioles, and then JD Martinez ties it on the sacrifice fly to center fielder Adam Jones as Mickey Betts scores the tie at 1, and then Eduardo Nunez smacks the home run out, 5 out of left field that scores Mitch Walden and Ruff endeavors to make it 4-1 to fade the Red Sox, and then Mookie Betts, that was a sharp line drive. The left fielder Trey Benson in the bottom of the second to make it 5-1 to fade the Red Sox. And then, when Christian Vasquez batted a pass ball by Caleb Johnson, scores Ralph endeavors to make it 6-1 Red Sox. And then, Eduardo Nunez walks the wild pitch by Mike White Jr. that scores Mitch Walden and JT Martinez in third to make it 7-1 in favor of the Red Sox. And then, top of the 7th, Benny Machado doubles off, sharp line drive, center fielder Jack Miller Jr. scores Craig Gentry and Trey Benson as the Boston Red Sox, hottest team in the major leagues, defeat the Baltimore is 7-3 to go to 11-2 on the season as Eduardo Rodriguez gets the win to go to 1-0 with 5 hits and giving up 1 run and strike out 8. Chris Tillman gets the loss to drop to 0-3 on the season. Next up, the Sox, the O's go at it at Fenway Park in a 1:05 p.m. showdown with Hector Vasquez on the bat for the Red Sox, while Alex Corbin on the bat for the Orioles. Okay, looking at some other Major League Baseball scores. Kansas City Royals leading the LA Angels 4-3. Bottom of the third, it's the Seattle Mariners and the Oakland A's tied at 2. Top of the third, Arizona Diamondbacks lead the LA Dodgers 3-1. Bottom of fourth, San Francisco Giants and the San Diego Padres. No score. Atlanta Braves shut out the Chicago Cubs 4-0. St. Louis Cardinals over the Cincinnati Reds 5-3. Colorado Rockies over the Washington Nationals 2-1. The New York Yankees over the Detroit Tigers 8-6. Philadelphia Phillies over the Tampa Bay Rays 2-1. Toronto Blue Jays over the Cleveland Indians 8-4. The New York Mets over the Milwaukee Brewers 6-5. The Pittsburgh Pirates over the Miami Marlins over the Pittsburgh Pirates 7-2. And the Texas Rangers fall to Houston Astros 3-2. How about those Red Sox? Okay, in the NHL playoffs, Vegas Golden Knights through one period lead. The LA Kings 1-0. Philadelphia Flyers tied the series of one game apiece with a 5-1 win over the Pittsburgh Penguins. And the Winnipeg Jets take a 2-0 lead in the series with a 4-1 win over the Minnesota Wild. In Norton Sports Night, Norton Lancers baseball team fall to the Seahawks Warriors tonight at Dave Malcolm Field 1-0 on good pitch by Mike Belcher with the Lancers, but the offense had no answer for Chuck Leonis and the Seahawks Warriors, who pitched very well. 71 pitches, ball. Seahawks got the lone one in the fourth inning. Okay, the Wheaton Norton softball team blanked Boston Latin Dragons 10-0, and the women's lacrosse of the Norton Lancers fall to Old Colony 15-11. At Wheaton College, the Wheaton Lions softball team ran into the Babson buzzsaw as Wheaton fell to Babson 6-2 in the first and then 8-5. And the Wheaton Lions baseball team defeated Emerson 3-1. Okay, looking at some sports news on this Friday night. How Boston commemorated the 5th anniversary of the Marathon Bombings. Says sustaining emphasis is something that he wants. Michigan State University president offered secret settlement at Nassau sex abuse suit. Mormon said Steve Kerr said Warriors will refocus versus Spurs after slept down the stretch. Thunder broadcaster suspended for picnic comment about Russell Westbrook. Mark Sanchez blames unnoticed supplemental contamination of PED suspension. Maryland CEO Dirk Jeter not going to the Yankee series in the Bronx. Boxer wears American first shorts the bout with the Mexican and finishes second. Sebastian Janikowski agrees on contact with the Seattle Seahawks. Atlanta Hawks coach Mike Mendoza granted permission to meet with the Phoenix Suns. NFL teams should say what they mean about Kaepernick, Reed, and players who protest. And NCAA approves biggest change yet to kickoff rule. That is got to be it for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Friday night, April 13, 2018. Peter Woods, hope you have a good night with a good Padre, do it all. And I'll see you tomorrow morning in the report. Hope you have a good night.